Sammy and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to talk through some recent fabric that I bought specifically for colder months, so maybe autumn, winter, and I bought them from myfabrics, which is a really great online fabric store. I actually use them quite a bit in England, but I didn't realise that their warehouse is actually based in Germany, so I got the fabric a lot quicker than I did when I lived in London. But I literally have this massive box of fabric that I just purchased, just came literally yesterday, and I want to take you through them. So the first fabric that I actually wanted to talk through is this dark chocolate cotton jersey that I bought for, I think it was about £12 a metre, and I bought 1.5 meters because in my August sewing plans, no, it's September, isn't it? September sewing plans, I talked about making a Monroe turtleneck, and I thought this would be perfect. In the picture I originally shared of the inspiration, it's a bit of a lighter brown shade the model's wearing, but I think on me that might be too close to my skin tone, so I put a darker brown, and it's got a nice stretch to it. I just think it will work really well. It's got a nice structure. It's not heavyweight, but it's not lightweight, and I just really like how it feels. I'm really happy with it. Yeah, I got 1.5 meters, and I think this will work so perfectly. I'm really looking for like deep brown shades now in the clothing that I want to create, and I think this will just go perfectly in my wardrobe. I can imagine wearing this over lots of dresses, tucked into jeans and things like that, so I'm excited to see what I create with this. The second piece of fabric I wanted to talk through is this, I bought 3 meters of this really lovely, I guess like royal navy, I guess it's more of a deep navy stretch velvet, and I've never worked with velvet before, so I thought this would be such a challenge. On each of the fabrics actually, when you receive them, you get these little tags, and it says exactly how much you ordered, the washing instructions, what the fabric content is. So this is made out of polyester and spandex. And yeah, I bought 3 meters, and I think this was about, I don't think it has a price on it, but I think I purchased it for about £9 a metre. One thing I've noticed in Germany actually, in Berlin, which I guess is similar to London fabric shops, is that when you go in store, the fabric is a lot more expensive. Like, I'm used to paying maybe £10 a metre for fabric, and you know, that's still, if you make a dress, that's still 3 meters of fabric that you need to buy that costs like £30. And in the fabric shops I have been to so far recently in Berlin, they're quite expensive when you go in, and that's why I wanted to test out my fabrics again and see, you know, if their quality of fabric was really good. And it actually is, it's much cheaper than it would be when you buy it in store. But I'm really happy with how this looks. I think this again is like, this is definitely more of a medium weight fabric. I'm thinking of making, I'm actually in the process of making my 3rd sewing pattern, which is really exciting. It's going to be, it's a surprise, but it's going to be quite a fitted, sexy dress, which I envision being quite nice for going out, Christmas. So I think this is hopefully what I'm going to make it out of. I bought 3 meters because I didn't know exactly how, I don't know if I want to make it something shorter or midi length with quite high slits, so I just bought extra fabric. I mean, I'm envisioning to make a toile out of this, a wearable toile, and then figuring out how that goes, then I can think of other fabrics I can use for the final product. But love this. So I actually picked up a few fabrics I've also never worked with before. So I've never really worked with knit fabric that much, and when I've looked online previously, I find knit fabric can be quite expensive and not exactly what I was looking for. But then when I went on myfabrics website, they had quite a range of like different kind of knit fabric. So I found this really gorgeous like ribbed knit in another like deep chocolatey brown shade, and I am in love with it. Like, I really wanted to buy fabric to make some really cozy jumpers, and I shared in my September sewing plans I wanted to kind of use the Berlin jacket pattern, but then make it into more of a jumper, and I thought this would work so nicely. I mean, it's got such a nice drape. It feels so soft. Like, I mean, this could be a blanket, literally, and that's kind of what I was hoping to get when I ordered this fabric. And it feels amazing. How much did I pay for this? So this was £13 a metre, which I guess is not too expensive, and I bought 1.5 meters, but for the quality, this is actually really good. I mean, something like this I thought would be like £20 a metre, but it's got such nice defined lines. Literally the fabric is so soft. If you could feel this, it would be amazing. And I'm just really happy with this purchase. The only thing is that it's obviously started to shed slightly, which I thought rid fabric isn't meant to shed, but then I don't know much about knit, so that's why I'm trying to work with something different. But I'm really, really happy with this. I think that this will make such a nice jumper. So the last fabric that I purchased is this. I mean, I also had the jumper idea for this piece of fabric too, but I bought both because I didn't know what to get. But it's basically this another, I think it's called a mottled knit, in this like really nice creamy brown shade, and I am in love with it. I guess it's more of a caramel brown, but then it's got speckles of white thread throughout, so it looks like it's kind of, I guess, mottled. But what I love about it is the back has this really lovely, like, soft fleecy sort of texture, and it literally feels like I'm wearing a blanket. Like, this also had this idea to make the Berlin jacket out of this one or this one, but now I'm torn between which one to use, and I think, even though I love this one loads, I think this is going to be the front runner for making a Berlin jacket out of, because I think it's quite structured but has a really nice drape, and because the inside is so soft, I think it works really well for that pattern. Obviously, I don't think this does fray, so I think I'll have to do French seams or something, because I know the Berlin jacket has exposed edges. But I love this fabric. Like, I've never worked with such cozy fabric before, and obviously I have no idea how it's going to sew, but the first impression of the fabric is gorgeous, literally. But yeah, I'm just so happy with this purchase. I think all the fabrics that I've mentioned today are just so much better than I expected. Like, I do find it hard shopping online sometimes because you can't feel the fabric, but you know, when you get stuff like this, it just makes it so worth it, because I feel like in store this would be so much more expensive. But yeah, I think it was under £14 a metre, and it just feels such great quality. I think all these fabrics are going to be so great for autumn, winter clothes, and I just can't wait to see how everything turns out with them. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel. I hope you like this video. I really enjoy just going through fabric. I think I quite like the idea of starting a series. I know So What If I Sew, Jess from that channel, she starts reviewing fabric shops, and she has a really great YouTube channel. And I really like the idea of just reviewing different fabric shops, especially with video, because I think it's nice to show you guys exactly what the fabric quality can be like, because it is really hard to shop online. But now that I moved to Berlin, I think I'll do quite a lot of online shopping, because I still like my independent fabric shops in the UK, and obviously I want to branch out and try different fabric shops in Berlin. But I'm definitely going to keep ordering from places like Sister Mintica, love her shop, Sumi Sunshine, but Minerva obviously. So I think, yeah, it's nice to branch out and try different things. If you've not tried my fabrics before, they're really, really good. I'll leave a link in the description bar below of all these fabrics, and links to where you can purchase them, and anyone else that I've mentioned in this video. But thank you for watching, and I hope you have a nice day.